What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Forza Horizon 3. I know a lot of you guys have been messaging me recently being like, hey Nick, what's going on with Forza Horizon 4? Do you have any more news about it? No, I don't. I will be doing some videos when there is some news on Forza Horizon 4, probably in June, so make sure you're subscribed for that. But I thought it would be fun to talk about Forza Horizon 4 and do a little predictions video by going on record and saying, I think Forza Horizon 4 is going to have this, and this, and then when the game comes out, we could compare it with what it actually has and see how right or how wrong I am. It's always something fun that I like to do before the game actually comes out or we have any news about it. So, that's what we're going to do today. Feel free to do the same in the comments down below and we can see how right or how wrong we are together. So I think we should start it off with the big one, the thing that shapes the entire game, the location. It's going to change the game, how it feels, what we do, and the things and the stuff. It is the biggest part of the entire game. And I think it's pretty safe to say that people are sort of locked down to two possible places, Dubai or Japan. And for me personally, I'm leaning a little bit more towards Japan for the simple fact that Dubai has been used before to promote a game. Forza Motorsport 7 had heavy Dubai promotion with the Hafit Mountain Pass, with the Porsche GT2 RS going up the hill. As awesome as that was, I doubt they are going to do that again. As well as, I feel like Dubai really wouldn't be very different from what we currently have. If you think about Dubai, essentially what it is a massive city with a shitload of supercars, and then a lot of desert. And in between that, there's really not very much. There's no jungles, there's really no, like, streams other than the ocean, and there's really not very much there. You basically got two sort of biomes, if you want to call them that. Whereas Japan, you have all these insane places, whether you're in the downtown core, you're up in the mountains, you're in the fields. Wherever you are, I feel like you could get much more diverse gameplay, and there's a lot more possible biomes with a place like Japan, to be honest. So yeah, I would say Forza Horizon 4, probably gonna be Japan, but we'll have to see. So that's the location done, but what about the story mode? What exactly are you gonna be doing in this game? Well, I feel like a big thing that people wanted was an actual story mode, and I feel like Forza could actually deliver there, whilst keeping the whole Forza Horizon 3 boss thing, because in Forza Horizon 3, there was no sort of story. You sort of created it yourself, which is cool, but does get repetitive quite quickly. So I feel like what they could do in Forza Horizon 3, or Forza Horizon 4, excuse me, is give you a proper story mode where you're going up against characters and you're beating people in street races and stuff like that. However, once you go up like against a final boss like you did in Forza Horizon 2 or Forza Horizon 1, after you've done that, you become the boss, and then you have what you currently have in Forza Horizon 3. I think it's a good way of combining the best of both worlds and getting a little bit of everything in there for people who want it. And then one of the big things that has been requested quite a bit has been proper custom races. We sort of saw the first introduction of that with Blueprint races, where you were able to set the weather, set the type of car, and set sort of stuff like that. I feel like a proper custom race thing, possibly by setting your own checkpoints around the map, could be in the works. We've seen other games do it. GTA has it, The Crew has it. I could see Forza Horizon 4 having something similar as well. And I mean, that would be pretty cool, let's be honest. Being able to set your own points around the map would be awesome. So whilst you're driving around the map doing the whole story thing, well, you need to drive around. This is a car game at the end of the day. So what do I think is going to change in terms of painting and customization? Honestly, I really don't think that much, other than the addition of more wide bodies, some new cars, obviously. I couldn't be able to pinpoint one specifically, but more of the stuff we have currently, to be honest. I would imagine there would be more decals, more possible layers that you could include on your car if you're a painter, but I just don't feel like that there's going to be much changing here. One of the cool things, this is a stretch, this one, but one of the cool things that I think they could do, they introduced drone mode in Forza Horizon 3, and it was seriously awesome. Honestly, that feature is a game changer. It is so cool being able to fly around, see all the cars, and just get a perspective that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see. In Forza Horizon 4, I could possibly imagine almost a drone mode 2.0, where you're able to fly around, you have more control over the drone. If you've ever flown a drone, basically you'd be able to like tilt the camera, fly faster, fly higher, keep up with cars, maybe track a car a little bit more. I don't know, but I could possibly see a drone mode 2.0 in the works. That would be super cool. So I feel like we should also talk about probably the biggest feature in the entire game, the one where the vast majority of people spend all of their time, and that is Forza Horizon 3 Online, or Forza Horizon 4 Online for this next game. To be honest, Forza Horizon 3 Online is pretty goddamn perfect. Whether you're a drifter, you have the drift zones. If you're a racer, you have these amazing race courses. If you like exploring, you've got that. You've got online co-op. It is seriously, I would argue, the best online experience for this current, like, age of games in the racing genre. It's pretty damn good. So how do I see them improving on Forza Horizon 3 Online for Forza Horizon 4? Well, I think they would give you some more freedom and some more choices if you are the lobby leader. For instance, changing the weather, locking it to a certain sort of time and day and weather and stuff, turning the traffic on or off, or changing the density, or changing sort of what everyone is in. I could see stuff like that getting implemented 100%. I really don't think they would change too much online, really, other than maybe boosting the amount of people you see online. However, I don't think that's really going to change because hardware requirements, but yeah, I think it's pretty good with what you have right now. If they did make that whole custom racing thing, I could see that being implemented super, super well and having, like, a whole, like, sort of like, oh, you could download this person's track. If you ever played, like, Halo 3, you could download people's maps. Something similar in that way. That would be so cool. Being able to have, like, almost like a storefront where you have, like, your paints and your tunes and your designs. But then you also have one for tracks and, like, custom race courses. That would be awesome. Speaking of online as well, I really don't think the auction house is going to change very much. Same goes for clubs. Maybe increasing the limit. That would be awesome for people like me when we have, I think, probably about 10 different AR-12 clubs. That would probably only help a handful of people, so I really don't see them implementing something like that. But yeah, that's really all the big major changes that I see happening. I wouldn't be able to tell you what sort of cars that they would implement, just because, I mean, they're going to probably build upon their existing roster and then toss in some new and relevant things as well. And then this is always my favorite one to do. I've not got this one right ever yet, so take this one with a big grain of salt. The release date for Forza Horizon. Every year I love to make a release date prediction, and every year I've gotten it bang on wrong. So hopefully I can change that for this year. But I am going to say Forza Horizon 4 will release on September 25th, 2018. Who knows? Maybe, possibly. Hope so. I could see that happening. Forza for me has always been a sort of late birthday present. I was born September 13th, so I've always got it like 2 weeks after that. So who knows? It could happen. It could get moved. It could be made early. But that's my prediction. So anyways, guys, those are my predictions for Forza Horizon 4. I would love to hear what yours are in the comments down below. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? I would love to have a discussion down below. And if there's some more Forza Horizon 4 videos like this that you'd like me to make, let me know in the comments down below, and I will make sure to do so. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys soon with some more Forza Horizon 4 news. See you guys then. Bye!